What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Yap session. As y'all can see, we on number 9, man. We being more consistent. But me being me, I do make things difficult. And there were some ideas that I came up with, and I had to scrap all that, bro. Literally came up with something 2 weeks ago. Finally recorded it, bro. This shit was so behind, bro. I say that every video. I didn't put no thought into it. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. It'll just be easy. It wasn't easy. I came up with 2-3 other ideas, had to scrap that, bro. I went to my notes, had to scrap that as well, bro. So, what's the next best thing I can do? Complain, bro, because I'm 27. I'm at that age where I can just start complaining about shit. So, what we're going to start with is the fact that these kids are out of school now, which means, as you know, I play the game, and that means they got more time on the game, which means I got to deal with more imbeciles. You get what I'm saying? Some mashed potato brain ass kids. Not only do I have to deal with kids now, but I have to also still deal with these old ass niggas that literally should not be on the game, bro. I'm not gonna go into too much of a rant about that, but I will say since these niggas been out of school, shit has been 10 times worse. You can't play no team-based game, bro. I literally want to jump through the screen and squeeze their brain in the grits. You get what I'm saying, bro? I literally just want to ball their head up into some fucking paper. But that's impossible, so I got to sit there and just, take it and hopefully, the game be over with as fast as possible. But outside of the game, I get on social media, and any person that be on social media long enough, you will find it. You will find yourself in, seeing some bullshit or whatever. Bro, I've been seeing so much bullshit, bro, and I'm not trying to be a Houston's ass nigga that's just, just mad all the fucking time. But, bro, I have to change my social media, bro. Bro, it's the shit that I see that make me think like, all right, I'm the only person on earth with a brain. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to think like that because it's not true. I'm pretty sure there's some good people out here with some brains and shit. But the fact that that's at the forefront is like, bro, y'all, am I getting rage baited by some shit? Like, do somebody know that I don't want to see this shit and they keep showing me this shit? You get what I'm saying? So, I'm like, all right, I got to get off of that, right? So, in the real world, when I'm already losing on the fucking game, guess what I hear outside? I hear motherfuckers arguing and fighting and shit. We done got some new neighbors maybe like a couple months ago. Bro, literally every weekend almost, I don't know, every week, if you want to be honest, somebody outside arguing and fighting and shit. It's been so many U-Haul trucks out here within the past month, bro, and it's just bringing bullshit, bro. Literally, it's been nothing but bullshit for some odd reason. I don't know if it's that time of year, but some shit need to change, bro. Sometimes a nigga want to go outside and look at nature, just breathe in, sun gaze, take pictures of fucking bushes and trees and shit like that, but I can't even do that. Why? Because there's somebody out here yelling and ready to fight. It get to a point where it's like, bro, something got to change. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go sit up at the park. I think I mentioned this in the other video. I'm gonna go sit up at the park. Guess what? Niggas is taking over the park, bro. Niggas out there just having cookouts and grilling and shit. Nobody said you could do that. I know it's a grill up here, but that's against the rules, my nigga. And that's my rules. You can't be up here, bro. Go find you something else to do. Go get you a grill. Go put that on your balcony and go grill out there. You get what I'm saying? I can't even go up there and record out there like I said I was gonna do. Why? Because it's delinquents all over the goddamn place. It was some kids that had came and they knocked on the door around, right? Me being me and the grumpy old nigga that I am, I was like, you know what? I hear him. I'm gonna go run to the door real quick. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna sit at the peephole. I'm gonna wait till they knock, right? So that's what I did. I sat there for a minute or two. I seen their ass, right? As soon as he tried to knock, I swung the door open, right? I got called a YN, right? And I don't know if I still look like I'm fucking 18, in my opinion. I feel like I look even really 16, 17. That's how I feel like I look. But yeah, they was like, yeah, maybe we need to listen. He looked like a YN. Now, I don't know if they were trolling my ass or being dead ass, but They ain't knock on the door for a little minute. Then they came back and did it again. Next thing you know, I seen a fucking U-Haul and one of them niggas was getting the fuck up out of here. I don't know if they got in trouble for all that yelling. I don't know if they got in trouble for all that knocking or what, but they ended up getting their ass packed up and had to get the fuck up out of here. But yeah, bro, it's been a lot, bro. It's really been a lot of shit that's kind of like, all right, I'm turning into that old ass man that just gonna be mad at the world, and I'm really not trying to be that dude. But like I said, bro, it's so much crazy shit, bro. And not only that, this is just like around me. When you really like look at the world, bro, it's so much shit going on. It really just make you want to dig a hole in the ground, just, you know, not come out. But I'm also trying to be positive and shit like that, even though it's hard. I gotta watch a lot of brain rot. I've been watching a lot of AI fruit and shit. They've been cheating on each other and shit. I don't know if y'all been seeing that, but I've been watching a lot of that AI fruit shit. Shit's been hilarious. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been laughing at that more than I've been laughing at real shit. And I may be, you know, becoming a bot at this point. But if that's how I gotta be, that's just how I gotta be. Outside of that though, I've been watching a lot of people talk about really not shit really. If you want to be honest, they don't really be talking about shit. They kind of just giving their opinions on like really movies. I've been watching a lot of people talk about you know, the basketball shit that's going on with the Spurs and OKC. As you know, the Spurs beat them niggas, so fuck that nigga Shea, flopping that nigga. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of people talk about that. I've been trying to watch a lot of movies and shit. That's not really working out for me. I've been trying to watch some longer type of videos, so I won't be like them short-term content people that just can't watch nothing over 15 seconds. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I may be cooked. My brain may be fried. But I've been watching a lot of that, or at least attempting to. And I've been, you know, trying to brainstorm some new stuff to record and stuff like that. I don't know, bro. Life it's kind of just dull right now. You know what I'm saying? Here's another thing, right? So I applied to work at Planet Fitness, right? And it was a part-time job. You get what I'm saying? It was on Indeed. I don't know if y'all use Indeed, but Indeed is so garbage, bro. Terrible. But I was using that, and you know, I've been waiting for like shit, I don't know, 2 months. It feel like 2 months. I have not heard shit from them, bro. Literally nothing. Now, granted, I could call them, which I probably should have done by now, but I didn't do it, so that's probably why. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just let that go. But Indeed overall, bro, is just, like I said, so buns. They showing me shit from miles away that I don't even need to be really looking at, bro. They showing me shit in Spartanburg. If you're from South Carolina, they showing me shit from Spartanburg. I'm in Greenville, bro. That is a 45-minute drive, and then some, depending on where the place is at, bro. I'm not, like, why are you showing me that? I'm telling you, this is the miles I want, and da-da-da-da-da. They not, nah, fuck all that, bro. We gonna show you some shit beyond the shit that you just said that you want to, you know, be around. So I'm like, all right, I'm really about to say fuck that. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, I really want to go back to the old job. It'll be my third time going back to that job and really just be a janitor, bro. The only thing that I didn't like was the management. But outside of that, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather clean dirty ass toilets and dirty floors and shit than goddamn go through with Indeed again, bro. Because that shit is pointless, bro. It's like, it feel like a waste of time. I also applied for, I attempted to apply for the post office. You get what I'm saying? Right? So as I'm filling it out, they're asking for a select a service number. And I think what that is like a number for like the draft and shit like that. So I went to a government website, I put in my information. It was like, yeah, nah, you ain't got one of those, my boy. So I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm talking to my mom's about it. She was like, yeah, nah, I remember you doing that. Da-da-da-da-da. I tried again, so I'm trying again. They're like, nah, bro, ain't shit in the records, bro. You ain't do that shit. So I'm like, all right, let me go back and talk to my mom. She was like, you know what, maybe that's a sign. You know, with everything that was going on with Trump and all that bullshit. She was like, maybe that's a sign. You don't need to do that. You may end up getting pulled into the war and get your shit blown smooth the fuck off. So I was like, you know what, mom, you right. I'm gonna just let that shit go. So it's either going back to the old janitor job or I'm about to be in a fucking factory doing 12 hours, bro. And I don't got no problem with 12 hours. I've done that before. But it's like, I'm not really trying to do that. I'm not trying to, work my life away for fucking 12 hours, bro. But, 12 hours ain't bad. But at the same time, it's like, I know how that shit feel, bro. I literally, when I was working at BMW, bro, I literally would work, get home. I would probably stay up for like an hour. I go to sleep, and by the time I wake back up, bro, it's literally time for me to get up and go to work, bro. And I feel like that's normal for any other job. But when you gotta get up, right, spend your whole day, literally day, it's like the shift that I was working, it was like 7 to 7. So I get up at 5. I see a little bit of sun. I go in the building. By the time I come out, I see the sun just rising again, bro. I don't want to do that, bro. I literally miss out on the whole day. But that's where the money be at, you get what I'm saying? So it's like either I'm gonna have to shut the fuck up and do it, or I'm gonna have to, make something work, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it's just, I don't know, I'm not really trying to do that. Because eventually it's like, I plan on doing something with the content. And I can't really do that if I ain't, 12 hours and I get off, I'm sleepy, my nigga. I don't want to go out and fucking record me talking and shit. And then I got to go to sleep. I wake up, got to edit, then da-da-da-da. You get what I'm saying? So I'm trying to, find a way to balance everything out, if that's even possible. But if it's not, then, got to put some shit on hold, which by all means, I ain't making no money from the content anyway. So it's like, I don't have no problem, but I also don't want to be in a situation where I'm not being as consistent. You get what I'm saying? I'm already trying to be as consistent as possible. So, but yeah, in all honesty, I'm really just trying to, figure out life. Like I said, I think I'm at that age where it's like, all right, things are changing for real. And a lot of things just aren't gonna be the same. So outside of that though, yeah, bro, I think my brain is I'm trying to turn my brain back on. That's it. That's all. I'm just really trying to turn my brain back on and get back into things. Definitely I'm trying to be more active. I want to do in-home workouts like push-ups and squats and all that shit, bro. I was going on walks. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not really shit to really walk to around here. So it's like, all right, I'm probably just gonna walk around a little shit around my apartment complex or whatever and do that. I was like, you know what? I ain't been doing that in a minute. So I was like, I'm gonna just do push-ups and squats and stretches and calf raises, all that shit in the crib and stuff like that. Just, get the heart pumping, right? So, been doing that. I've been thinking about writing and shit, like I said. What else? That's really kind of just really been it. I ain't really been thinking about getting in the drawing no more. I kind of just gave that up. Not saying, I don't know. I might get back into it. It's cool and all, but I have this thing where if it don't come out like I want it to, I get annoyed. So I just kind of just throw this shit to the side. So I may get back into that. 9 times out of 10, I probably won't. But yeah, that's really just an update. I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna just do an update, and that's what this is. So next video, hopefully I have actually a topic to actually talk about. And if not, then y'all probably, I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all probably ain't gonna get a video soon. So, but hopefully, yeah. And I hope y'all doing well. Hopefully y'all eating well. Y'all just, everything just going well with y'all. If not, by all means, y'all can hit a nigga up. I can be y'all therapist or something like that. And y'all can just talk to me about whatever going on. I do have good advice. I ain't gonna lie to you. I may not take my own advice, but I give the best advice. So, but yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. And if not, I don't care. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with the next one.